The XXL Freshman Class, one of the few things in my life I stopped giving a shit about, alongside By the Time I Get to Phoenix and People from North Carolina, and with the release of its latest list of future stars, I now feel the need to throw my 2 cents into something that has very little to do with me. Which is why for today's video, I've decided to hop on the cam to talk about what happened to XXL and see what the future holds for the blog. Gooby gang, man. We're back, man. We're back. Estamos de volta, you know. Y'all probably at work, but whatever. Y'all probably not even doing anything. That's why you're watching this video. I got a Coke with me today. No more Sprites, because I ain't got them. You know, I had a pretty shitty day at work yesterday. Rule of advice to any of y'all, right? If you ever go out partying late at night, all right, please make sure you don't work the next day, because I made that mistake, and now I feel 2 times like shit. And I didn't even like record the night before. I'm recording this at like 9:30 in the morning because like my brain is like, oh, right now. You know what I mean? We're going to be talking about XXL, right? Now, raise your hand if you actually give a shit about XXL. Put your hand down. I know you're lying. It's been a long time since I actually gave a rat's piss about XXL. And I know I made a video on it like a long time ago. But like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I still don't give a shit about XXL. No matter how many ranking lists or tier lists or whatever the fuck I do. I mean, as mattyballs here says, man, nobody cares about XXL. And here's why. Like, Betty, I'm gonna give y'all like 10 seconds right now, right? I want y'all to name me at least 5 of the artists from last year's XXL class right now. Wrong. You're not even gonna get 10 seconds because I already know you're lying. You don't know.
XXL is a very popular magazine in the hip-hop space, but they are especially known for their annual freshman classes. Every year they release a list of 10 artists that are on the rise, doing all sorts of content with them, but people have always gravitated towards the ciphers.
Just want to say that this freshman cypher right here was like the peak of XXL.
However, it seems like people's interest is dwindling. In 1997, Reggie Dennis, Robert Marriott, and James Bernard started XXL. These 3 were all previously editors from The Source, which was another magazine in the hip-hop space. They also actually had some beef with Eminem, who was upset at them because they said they don't do articles on white rappers. But after he blew up, they did a story on him saying he was a culture vulture and a KKK member.
No, that's actually crazy. That's some real hater shit right there. I'm so dead. So this man Eminem, especially in the time when Eminem was like, you know, really starting to come around. I mean, it looks like he kind of really was like the only right rapper in the game. So I guess it's kind of fair, you know, for him to be able to, you know, give his own sense of criticism. But I mean, wow, you gotta be a fucking dickhead to be like, yeah, we're just gonna like link you with the KKK. That's like, bro, that's like somebody like stealing your lunch money. So now all of a sudden you're like saying like he gets abused at home. Like, bruh.
Anyways, the first issue that XXL ever released was a double cover with Master P and Jay-Z. In the early 2000s, XXL began reaching higher heights and becoming a much more important magazine in the hip-hop community. They were able to maintain relevance through this quick adaptation. Then in 2008, after almost 9 years of working there, the chief editor of XXL, Elliot Wilson, was let go from the company, but not before leaving behind a crucial idea: the iconic annual freshman class list, which would be what XXL is best known for today.
And you've got to double up on content. You've got to be able to do content for a daily basis and then for a monthly basis. What you do for a website is a whole different thing than what you do for a magazine. You treat the content differently.
Hey man, a grinding mindset. I respect it, alright?
So likely under her direction in the 2009 freshman class issue, they put out much more content with the artists.
Alright. Corey Guns blew Mickey Facts. I don't know what happened to Mickey Facts. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know who that is, respectfully. And I mean, just look what he's doing. Bro, Corey Guns, I remember he had that one song with Lil Wayne, but then kind of disappeared. I really don't know what happened to that. Blue, bro. Blue in Exile, bro. What happened to him? He had that one project, bro. What is it called? Beneath the Heavens or something like that? That was fire. And that was kind of just a cult classic, and that was just it.
More. However, it was also the first year where they released a cappella freestyles with each artist. They also released a freestyle with Asher Roth.
Can anybody just tell me who Asher Roth is? If anybody listen to Asher Roth, just tell me in the comments who this dude is. Like, is he good or is he trash? I'm not gonna bother listening to him because he just looks trash. Like, I'm tired of like seeing his face whenever XXL is referenced, you know?
The next year, XXL would make another significant change that would become quite iconic in years to come, and that was the release of the Freshman Cyphers. The 2011 class featured plenty of great picks like
Little B out here throwing curses on people. Y'all remember when he cursed KD? Diggy Simmons, bro. Wasn't he on? Bro, he was on that one song with Mindless Behavior, bro.
I mean? Because we coming up, we look at this magazine, you know what I mean? This the shit. We got to jump on it.
Bro, look at Kendrick, man. You can't take him seriously, bro, when he looks like that, bro. Bro looks like he just such a sore thumb. Like, he looks like more of a sore thumb than Mac Miller does. It's so funny.
And of course, the ciphers. Pretty quickly, the XXL freshman list became a staple in hip-hop culture, signifying that an artist was on the come up and was up next.
If you are nominated to be on this cover, that's like a form of acclamation saying that you're on your way up the ladder.
They were so popular and important that people would argue every single year over who should have made the list. And the controversy really helped the list become even more popular.
It's funny to me that people even, like, would argue about it back then, because now they don't even argue. They're just like, yeah, this list is fucking trash. This shit's ass. I don't know anybody here. This is why nobody cares about XXL.
Some lists were definitely better than others, but XXL was fairly accurate and was able to pick artists that would have longevity. In 2012, they had picks like Future, Danny Brown,
Kid Ink, he fell off. Danny Brown, he's still around, but, you know, he's kind of just for internet Fantano people now. Roscoe Dash had a nice little stride, I ain't gonna lie. He had a couple of bangers under his belt. He just, I don't know, he never went any farther than that. Iggy Azalea, now she got her OnlyFans, so there's that. Hobson, does anybody really care about Hobson? Except for, like, internet weirdos? Hobson makes music for people who you can clearly see why they don't have friends, if that makes sense. You got Machine Gun Kelly, he doesn't even rap anymore. He makes dog shit punk music. French Montana, he's ass. All he had was mac and cheese. Then you got Macklemore, who, like, self-sabotaged his, like, an entire career, you know, with that whole, like, Grammy shit. You remember that when, like, Macklemore won, like, Album of the Year over Drake, Jay-Z, and Kendrick Lamar? And then this dickhead wanted to go and text Kendrick Lamar talking about some, bro, you should have won it, man. And Kendrick was just all like, that's not even necessary. You didn't have to do that, which I completely agree. I don't know why Macklemore decided to do that. That was such unnecessary pandering and just such an unnecessary apology. He should have just took his Grammy, went home, drank a couple bottles, and went to sleep and just wake up to bullshit tomorrow morning. Like, it didn't even matter. I don't know why he did all that.
2013 was stacked with artists like Schoolboy Q, Joey Badass, Ab Soul.
You remember Trinidad James? Y'all probably couldn't even point out Trinidad James on this list. Go ahead, point out Trinidad James. Wrong. You're automatically wrong. If you didn't say the dude with the red bandana and a teal blue jacket, you're automatically wrong, alright? Trinidad James had like one song, and then that was it. And then that song got memed to shit, and yeah, that was just it. Bro, Travis Scott too. Where's Travis at? Alright, Travis Scott's in the bottom middle right there between the white dude and Schoolboy Q. I would say he probably had the most longevity out of any artist here. He's definitely the most successful artist out of anybody here. Holy shit, well, I just disrespected the rat piss out of Logic. I just realized I just said the white dude. I didn't realize that was Logic. See, that's my problem, bro. I see too many white rappers, I forget which one's which, you know?
Chief Keef actually couldn't make the shoot since he was in jail, so they had to edit him into the cover.
Certified Chief Keef moment. That is a certified Chief Keef moment right there. Alright, y'all, who do you think was the most successful out of this list? Or do you think everybody was mid? Alright, we got Chance the Rapper. He kind of fell off with the big day. Rich Homie Quan, never heard from him again. Isaiah Rashad, he kind of came back. Ty Dolla $ign, he's more of a feature artist. Kevin Gates, he's a freak. Troy Ave is a bum. Vic Mensa is a bum. Lil Baby don't even rap anymore. August Alsina is out here having sex with Jada Pinkett Smith. And I don't know who Jaron Benton is.
Also in 2014, they stopped releasing physical magazines, instead opting to go fully digital. In 2015, they released the freshman cover with artists like Fetty Wap.
Alright, y'all, who y'all think is the one that popped out of this? Alright, we got Dej Loaf. Don't really hear anything from her anymore. We got Fetty Wap. I think he's about to go to jail for RICO charges. Vince Staples. As much as you want Vince Staples to be popular, he's only going to be cool to internet Fantano nerds. Gold Link. Self-Sabotage, K-Camp. Nobody cares about K-Camp. I remember, you know what's funny? I remember one time I met K-Camp in Atlanta and I didn't even realize it was K-Camp. I was at a Hawks Mavericks game and I just walked past the dude. I just thought it was just some regular dude. Because the thing is, K-Camp's like, he's a lot shorter than I thought he'd be. Like, he's no taller than me. Side note, I'm like 5'7", right? I walked past him. I didn't even realize him. Then I see folks take a picture with him. Mind you, I'm like standing by him now. I don't even realize, right? I asked the folks that's taking pictures, and I'm like, yo, like, what y'all taking pictures of him for? Who is that dude, right? They say it's K-Camp. I'm like, oh shit, that's K-Camp. And I said that I said that kind of loud, so I felt like I kind of disrespected the fuck out of him. I was like, oh shit, that's K-Camp. That was probably one of the most awkward moments I ever had with a celebrity, or I don't know, C-list celebrity at this point. I don't know.
However, in 2016, something happened that would change XXL forever. In 2016, XXL released their freshman class list.
This, mind you, this is the most successful freshman class of all time. I don't care what nobody says. This is the most successful freshman class of all time. Damn near everybody on this list caught stride within the mainstream, and they still hold some weight within the mainstream today. So
the list was full of a bunch of mumble rappers, if you guys remember that ancient phrase. Regardless, they released the ciphers for these artists, and they were again met with many mixed reviews. A lot of people at first clowned and made memes about the artists and their ciphers, with people even writing up articles saying it was the worst cipher of all time. Uzi's verse shouting everyone out, everyone smiling in the background, everyone ad-libbing each other during one another's verses, Kodak making fun of the beat and everyone laughing.
Who picked this sorry ass beat?
It was a super fun cipher with amazing chemistry that we don't see in a lot of the other ciphers. The only ciphers I think that come close in this sort of chemistry and fun energy are the ones with Kendrick and Lil B, Lil Durk and Ty Dolla $ign cipher, and the one in 2009, which wasn't even really a cipher.
Alright, y'all. We're looking at this list now, alright? We got Kyle. I don't know what happened to Kyle. Lil Ugly God, he never cared about hip-hop. Let's see here, you got XXXTentacion, that dude is dead. Kamaya, don't know what happened to her. PNB Rock, he is also dead. Maiden T.O., I don't think anybody cares anymore. Amine, he kind of came back, but he not enough people are bumping him. Cap G, don't know what happened to that dude. It's kind of crazy to see like how two people on this list are currently dead, but hey man, what are you gonna do, right?
At the time though, these artists were super hot and these ciphers became the second most viewed on average out of all of the others. X's cipher in particular went viral after his interesting verse. Aside from that though, this class and these ciphers were a lot of fun. However, in 2018, the freshman class would highlight yet another issue.
Alright y'all, we gotta check this one out too. Lil Pump fell off, way off. He's only going triple plastic. Smoke Perp, same shit as Lil Pump, triple plastic. Blockboy JB fell way off. Wi-Fi's Funeral, I don't really care about him. Trippie Redd, he makes very mediocre music now.
2019 had a solid freshman class too, with artists like Corday.
We got Blueface, fell off. He doing YouTube boxing now. Nobody gives a fuck about him. Don't listen to Tierra Whack. The Baby, he fell off. We all know what happened. Lil Mosey fell off. Roddy Ricch fell off. Corday, J. Cole clone. Osiris fell way off. He needs to pay back Drake. Rico Nasty, I got a lot of respect for Rico Nasty actually. Gunna, I would say the most like successful person out of everybody in this list right now is probably Meg Thee Stallion. You know, she still has weight, right? You know, Gunna still has weight, so I would say the most successful people out of this class. Why did Romelu Lukaku have to get with Meg Thee Stallion? That's just not fair, man. That's just not fair.
However, a few artists on this list like Blueface, Lil Mosey, and YK Osiris helped demonstrate the idea that ciphers don't work out for every artist. Following the 2020 freshman class, views on the ciphers and overall interest began to decline. In 2021, the class featured artists like Ian Dior.
Alright, so we got the class of 2021. I'd be lying if I said I listened to like any of these artists. Except for Pooh Shiesty. I actually do listen to Pooh Shiesty, but I don't care for Murray. I don't care for Ian Dior. Definitely don't care for Ruby Rose. Coily Ray, I know she exists, but I don't listen to her either. I do like Flo Milli though. I lied, so that's two people. Flo Milli, Pooh Shiesty. That's two people I listen to. Aside from that, I don't care for nobody on this list.
And now we get to this year's freshman class, which has been facing a ton of criticism. The class had artists like Glorilla, Central C, La Tyler, and more. The announcement video had less views than any other announcement video before. All you gotta do is look at the like ratios and the comments to get an idea of how fans are feeling. And I think I've come up with a reason for this lack of interest. So my third and final reason for the decline of XXL is because rap in general is kind of getting stale. A lot of big artists to come out recently like Yeet or Ice Spice have declined XXL, so there really weren't too many other options. Recently, rap has been declining statistically. An article from Billboard states that rap has slightly dipped in its musical market share as other genres like rock and country have been growing quite a bit.
I think that also, alright, so to bounce off of his statement, I think that also adds into the fact of because like how social media kind of constantly revolves and constantly moves on from things. Like everybody has like TikTok brain now, and I don't want to sound like a boomer when I say it, but like seriously, everybody has like that like TikTok brain now to like everything is like moving at like 1,000,000 miles per hour. Like trends are coming and going super quickly. Memes are coming and going super quickly. You know, music also included is coming and going very quickly. Like, so that's why you constantly see new rap faces. But that's why you see like a lot of like XXL Freshman Classes, and you're just like, yo, I don't know who these dudes are, because like people are revolving like a lot quicker through things than you would have thought of. You know what I mean?
In the early 2010s, you had scenes with artists like Mac Miller, Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole, and others blowing up. In the mid 2010s, you had the SoundCloud era with Uzi, Cardi, X, Juice WRLD, and people like that blowing up. And in the late 2010s, we had people like Roddy, Polo G, DaBaby, and others blowing up. But this decade, I'd argue that we haven't really seen any scenes like that blowing up to a mainstream level. So in my opinion, because of the high standards set in 2016, the outdated style of ciphers in general, and the overall disinterest in the rap scene from mainstream listeners, is why the XXL freshman list has been on a decline.
But thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna go eat some white rice with hot sauce, you know, get my chopsticks, you know what I'm saying? And then, I don't know, man, I need to take a nap. Peace. But I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope I didn't sound at least too annoyed in this video, but if you liked it, feel free to subscribe as well. Follow my G on Twitter and follow Chocolate on Instagram for more illustrations. And on that note, I'll see you guys next time when I try to get myself onto the next list. Peace.
What the dog?